Good morning from Dubrovnik, Croatia. As many of you watching this know, this week I am going down to Patagonia on a videography assignment with Brendan Vanson and Thomas Heaton. This is what I'm taking with me. Let's go. Yes, after that fun intro, it is completely an indoor video. So bear with me. I know a lot of you guys like gear videos and are interested in what I travel with. And to be honest, my gear has changed up a little bit, specifically drone and pack. So I've got a new drone, the Mavic Pro right here, and a new pack, which is the Osprey Ozone Convertible, which is right there. Being nomadic and always sort of living out of a suitcase, in my case, 2 carry-on bags, it tends to sort of fluctuate. You know, you have certain things that you like or that are really useful and other things that I know need to be repaired or replaced, and it's always sort of changing. So for photography, I shoot with the Canon 5D Mark III, which is this one right here, and 3 lenses, the 16 to 35, 24 to 70, and the 70 to 200. I also use a carbon fiber travel tripod, which I bought in Germany. This is from Calumet, and it was about 300 euros. I've had it for 2.5 years, and I keep a tool with me to tighten it up because sometimes the Allen key bolts get a little loose. But other than that, this thing is bulletproof and really, really handy to have. Also for photography, I shoot with Lee filters. I have the foundation kit here, a 0.6 stop Softgrad ND, and a 6 stop Little Stopper ND full stop, 6 stop. So this one is also good to have. I keep those in the Pelican case, which I think a lot of you guys remember the last gear video I did before going to the Philippines, that this Pelican case is what the Zhiyun Tech crane came in. And I use it for all of my miscellaneous things like charging cables, extra batteries, the cleaning equipment for the sensor, a headlamp, my filters, extra microphone as well. Very, very handy to have the Pelican case. That is more or less the photography side of things. For video, I am very, very happy to announce the Mavic Pro Moto Part 2 is new to the kit. This has been so much fun to use in the last week traveling through Albania, and I'm very, very happy to have replaced my Phantom 4 with this Mavic Pro, almost entirely due to the amount of space that it takes up. So I travel only carry-on. And to have the Phantom 4 was possible, but it really was kind of annoying with the amount of space that it took up in one of my carry-on bags. Now that is completely not the case. This is so tiny, I could almost put it in my day pack, which is really, really handy. So that is the Mavic Pro. Also for video, I have the Zhiyun Tech Crane V2. This is amazing. It's such a great tool with the GH5 that's filming right now. It is perfect setup for cinematography and getting really, really nice video shots. So that is as simple as the setup is right there. And yeah, it breaks down for travel as I just showed you. And I keep the batteries in the bottom here so that they're not taking up extra space either. The GH5 that I'm filming on right now, let me get my phone. My super professional setup right now with this 7 to 14 lens, wide angle, really, really good for vlogging. And that's the Rode VideoMic Pro. Hello. Back to the video stuff. I also have the 12 to 60 kit lens, which is made by Leica for Panasonic. This was made for the GH5. It is phenomenal, really, really good on the crop sensor Micro Four Thirds. It's effectively like a 24 to 120, and I do use this a lot when I'm not vlogging, and it's really good for B-roll. So love this lens for the Panasonic. I also have the Rode VideoMic Go with a dead cat on it, and this is what I usually use for vlogging because it's a lot lighter than the VideoMic Pro, but I have both, so I take the VideoMic Pro with me because sometimes this sort of acts up a little bit and the audio is like hit or miss. So I have both mics and I'm using the Pro right now. This is a hat. let's jump into some of my clothing for Patagonia. Now, as I live nomadically, this is effectively all of the clothes that I have, and it happens to be a really good setup for going down south. So I've got a pair of hiking pants here. They are water resistant, quick dry. I will probably be wearing these almost every day. Got a pair of jeans, which I probably won't wear very much, and then a pair of casual pants and a pair of casual shorts. So I probably won't wear those very much. These will be the number one. I've got 5 t-shirts and 1 sort of hiking shirt. This is quick dry again. It's, I think, maybe polyester. I got this from Drifa, which is an Austrian company who hooked me up with some ski gear this winter, which I touch about in a video that hasn't been released yet. It's the behind the scenes video from one of the last travel videography assignments I did in the Austrian Alps. And that, I'm actually really excited to share that with you because I like that video a lot. I think that it really gives a good insight into the job, into travel videography. I've got a wool sweater. This is really, really good for hiking and to stay warm, really, as sort of like over top of this base layer. I also have a like a cloud jacket. This is a down jacket. It's a really good medium layer, made by Arc'teryx, which is a Canadian company, and I got this at Albersport in St. Anton, Austria. Then I've got a dry bag here, and I've got in this little dry bag is a rain jacket, a Patagonia rain jacket, a toque to stay warm while hiking if it gets cold in Patagonia, which it definitely could do in the autumn season. Got a pair of gloves here. These are sort of photography gloves. They're like, I don't know, like racing gloves. They're really, really good. They've got good grip and they keep you warm and dry, which is super nice. And then yeah, Patagonia rain jacket in here. I've got one like big shell jacket. This is also made by Drifa, which is the company from Australia and Austria. Really solid jacket for bad weather. This is sort of like the, this is like a skiing mountaineering jacket. It's really, really good. And if I'm wearing this over top of the wool and the down and this one and the rain jacket, I'm definitely gonna stay nice and warm. So really good to have all those layers. And yeah, that's a good thing. Got a couple pairs of shorts, socks, some boxers. This is my day pack, another hat, a pair of sandals. These are 3 disc golf frisbees. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but I am a big disc golf enthusiast. So for any Americans out there who like disc golf, you'll definitely know what this is. Some Europeans too, but yeah, I love throwing frisbees and specifically disc golf frisbees. So I carry around 3 frisbees with me all the time, and that's sort of my pastime hobby. If I get bored, I just go and throw these at trees. Very, very fun to have and super easy to pack. They just sort of flip in places or actually help create like a barrier of the camera gear. So yeah, 3 disc golf discs. Now, all this stuff is going into 3 packs, but when I fly, and I fly a lot, especially in Europe, I fit it all into 2. Now, this one is brand new. Osprey sent this to me because I used to have an old Osprey pack and it broke in Austria on that last campaign. So I contacted them and said, hey, you know, my bag's broken. That sucks because I really like it. I'd like to get a replacement part to fix the bag. And they said, you know what, we'll just send you a new one, which is crazy. There's no affiliation with Osprey at all. I think they just genuinely have a really good repairs department or guarantee department and send me a new bag. So yeah, this is pretty small. It is, I think, only 35 liter. It's definitely carry-on, but it also has the back straps here. So it turns into a day pack, which is really handy for hiking. It's also super light. I think these are carbon fiber supports on the inside, and it is a rolly case. For airports, that's really, really nice to have, and for traveling, but then I can also turn it into a backpack when I go hiking. And this is gonna be my new camera bag. It's got a ton of pockets on the inside, and it's got these 2 straps here that I can use to kind of pull everything together and maybe put a couple of my extra layers in there. And I've got a new camera bag, which is sweet. So this is the Rolly carry-on that I put above the seats in the hold of the cabin when flying. My personal item, as the airlines like to say, is this Cabin Zero bag. It is really not good for photography at all. It's essentially just one big pouch. And this holds a ton of stuff. So I'll be putting my tripod in here, the Pelican case, almost all of my clothes, the computer, and this day pack as well. So this is my day pack. This is what I go hiking with. Drone fits perfectly in here, which is amazing. The Phantom 4 never fit in this, so super happy about that. But this will go inside of this with everything else, and then I can get onto the plane, no worries. So computer, I've got a Dell XPS 15, which is super powerful 4K touchscreen, very good for editing and for processing 4K video really quickly. I then use a LaCie 2 terabyte hard drive, and I have an extra hard drive with me as well if I need to back up footage. iPhone 6 Plus is getting pretty old and slow, but it is still a really valuable tool to have. And then of course the GH5. All of this gear, everything is linked in the description. They are Amazon affiliate links from Canada. And Amazon recently sent me an email saying that I have to sell more stuff, which is hilarious, or I could potentially lose my affiliation with them. So if you are interested in any of this stuff, I know one of the viewers watching this sent me an email about the Crane V2 yesterday and is hopefully going to purchase that through the link. You know, my YouTube channel is teeny tiny, and any kind of support, I guess, helps. But if you guys are genuinely interested in using any of this equipment, all of it is really, really good, and it helps me do my job, and I travel with it every day. So if you have any questions, just send them down in the comments and I will do my best to answer them. And yeah, that's that. I hope that you understand all this, that you've enjoyed the video. Of course, as always, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned because Patagonia is going to be amazing. I'm very excited to be going back. As most of you know, I was there last year with Brendan. I'm very much looking forward to meeting the crew. It is a photography workshop that I'll be assisting on, and it's being led by Brendan Benson and Thomas Heaton, two very talented photographers and great YouTubers as well. It's gonna be a really, really cool trip. I hope that you guys are looking forward to that. So yes, I'm blabbering on now. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. That's it. Go time.